Uh, Hello, welcome to the Learner Tree Book Club's regular monthly meeting. And I'm Meredith McGee here in Jackson, Mississippi.
My name is Mariam Youssef. I am 14 years old and I live in Tennessee. My name is Salma Yusuf. I am in fifth grade and I live in Tennessee.
Anybody else?
Okay, well, good morning. Good morning. Am I on? Am I? Yeah. Good morning. I'm Mary Hardy from Greenville, Mississippi, and I am the owner of the book gallery in Greenville.
Vicky, you there? Vicky,
She's on mute.
unmute. I guess you can't hear. Okay, Miriam, are you gonna go first? And somebody said they was here from Jackson. Uh, Miriam, you gonna start reading? Tell us what you're reading.
Okay, I'm going to be reading some of my poems.
Oh, let
Um,
me ask Mary. Did you hear Miriam say that she's getting ready to publish her collection of poetry?
I did.
Oh wow, she's written
Yes.
70 poems.
I'm impressed.
I
Thank you.
know,
Yes.
I know. Uh,
Since we remember them from what? Kindergarten or first grade?
let's see.
Right?
What Miriam? Uh, I know her sister was 5 when she started, and we just was blown away because she could read books
That's right.
at 5. But Marianne, were you 8 when you started with
I
us?
was in third grade.
Third grade? Okay.
Yes,
So you was
And
8
you're
years
what grade now?
third.
You're what?
I was in third grade.
Okay, what grade are you now?
Eighth.
Eighth grade. So it's been
Yep.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
old.
Remarkable.
Oh, and guess
Thank you.
what? You're gonna be in the festival in the poetry contest.
Yep.
Okay, good, good.
Which we only have 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow, I can't wait to see this.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay, so go ahead, Marianne.
So my poem, well, the next section of my poem is called The Grind Through School Life.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The morning bell. The alarm sings too soon. Dreams fade with the light. Books in hand, hopes in heart. I chase the dawn again. Excellence. They call me the top, but no one sees the nights I traded for numbers. The pages torn by the weight of perfection. The test. Paper whispers challenge. Ink trembles on the page. The clock clicks cruelly. Every tick a question. Every breath an answer. Lunch hour. Laughter swirls around me, but my head is bowed to a book. I chew on facts, not on food. Knowledge feels me better than bread. Late night equations. X and Y blur beneath my tired eyes. Somewhere in the distance, a dream yawns and waits for me to sleep. Report card. Straight A's, they say. A perfect row of stars, but no one sees the galaxies I've burned to make them shine. The group project. They lean back, I lean forward. Their laughter echoes, my pencil moves. We all get the grade, I earn it twice. Library night. The hum of fluorescent light bulbs, a steady companion. I sit between the shelves of those who knew more, learning how to become one of them. Praise. Brilliant work, they say. The applause feels warm, but my hands still shake, not from pride, but the exhaustion. The race. It's not enough to be good. You must be better, faster, flawless. And still, the finish line moves further away. Summer. While others rest, I sharpen pencils. The world blooms, but I stay inside, wandering my mind instead. Graduation. Cap in hand, heart heavy and light. I climbed every step, and now at the top, I finally breathe. Yep, that's the end of the section I was working on.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Oh, let's Deacon just came. Let him speak, and then we'll let you read Solomon. Hey, Deacon.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning?
Oh,
Good
wonderful. How
morning,
are
good
you?
morning.
Yeah, what you up to today?
I'm going cancel my exam for finishing Marshall this morning.
Oh, good for you.
Get ready for
Okay.
the lecture day next Tuesday.
Huh?
Get ready for the lecture day for next Tuesday.
That's right. It is Tuesday. That's Tuesday's voting day in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Well, thank you, D.
You're welcome.
Shalimar, what you got, girl?
I got a book and it's called Frizzy.
Uh-oh. I kind of know something about physics. Okay.
All right, let me switch. It's not my fault. It's not my cousin's fault, but I'm super mad at her for having a quincy. Why do I have to get my hair done again, Mommy? We were just here 3 days ago. Ouch. Glennie always makes me feel like I was getting in trouble when she did my hair, as if my hair was being curly, as if my hair being curly was hard to detangle was my fault. It's your cousin's Quincy and your hair was greasy, Marilyn. Don't make me tell you again. If you stayed still, Glennie wouldn't pull your hair. I am staying still. Why can't I just leave my hair alone? It was already straight. It's a special day. You need to look especially nice. I'm tired of coming here. And I'm tired of having this argument every week. Don't you want to look nice for Diana's Quincy? The whole family will be there. And we have to make a good impression. There will be pictures. Lots of pictures. I tried to focus on something else, anything, but how much my scalp already hurts, and we hadn't even put the rollers in. I'm hungry. If I were like super amigas, I wouldn't have to come to the salon every week. I could just be myself, just Marlene. Hold up. When Guanatin, this is in Spanish. Yeah, I get it. My hair is ugly. That's what Glenny always says to mommy. She must get her hair from her father's side because yours is beautiful. It's taken a long time to get my hair under control. Flowers? It's so cute. I look like a medal. No, you look presentable. Presentable. Thanks. Sorry. Come on, Maureen. We still need to get our dresses on. The Quincy starts soon. You look beautiful. Did mommy really think I looked beautiful? I wondered if being beautiful was the only thing that mattered. I had been to the salon a billion times before. The salon was a Sunday tradition. Every week, without fail, we get on the subway, then the bus, then spend hours in the salon, sometimes until the sun went down. It was the worst part of the week, but it comes like clockwork. At least it makes my mommy happy. Let's see.
So there's two images of girls in the book.
Yeah, so the first one, this is her mom, and this
Uh,
is her. Mhm. And
so one
this
is
and
Hispanic.
yes, like she comes from like a Hispanic side of her family, so she knows like a bit of Spanish.
Okay.
And now for the start of the night, put your hands together for Diana Lucasa de Castro. This dress is made out of crust fabric. If you stayed still, you wouldn't get so hot. Guan, what a beauty. Good hair runs in her side of the family. Her father will have trouble when she grows up. Look at your cousin, so ladylike and pretty. You should try to be more like that instead of dancing around like you got worms in your underwear. Gross. Gorgeous. What a beauty. Such beautiful hair. Marlene, I almost didn't recognize you. Duh, I always look like a prison teal. Marlene, don't be rude. Mommy, I wasn't being rude. Everyone has jokes about my looks, and it's annoying. Jokes or no jokes, they're your elders. You have to respect them. It's always like this with my family. They make a billion mean or judgy comments, and the moment I get to say one little thing, I get in trouble. How come they don't have to respect me, huh? Marlene, how is your hair already frizzing up? Fuss, fuss. One dia. From a scale from 1 to 10, how annoying is everyone being tonight? Oh, about a 27. Ah, you look beautiful. Not as nice as you. How do you get your hair to look like that? Oh, this? Natural curls. Yours can look like this too. No way. Don't start giving her ideas, Ruby. One day I'll teach you how. And you don't always have to straighten your hair to look nice. Oh, it's starting.
And Charlamagne, where are they getting dressed up to go?
They're like at her they're at her cousin's party right now.
Okay.
Diana had a lot of things I wished I had. It's time to dance. Marlene, I've been looking for you. You look so nice. Hi, Deanna. You look nice too. Come on. Look at the mess you made. What did we say about being more ladylike? Diana never acted this way when she was your age. You should be more like your cousin. Whisper. Marlene is mad looking funny. She wishes she could be more like Diana. I knew that Diana was always everybody's favorite, but I never thought of myself as ugly until now. Like, Yasna? What's wrong? Nothing. Just Diana. Diana didn't do anything wrong. It's not her fault she's perfect. But it seems like no matter how hard I try, it's never good enough. I'm always in her shadow. That's not true. I like you a lot. Really? Really. So why are you crying in the closet? Well, everyone keeps talking about how I look, and how I should be more like Diana. It's just annoying? Yeah, a little. Thanks for talking to me, saying, nice to know that I'm not completely alone. We should probably get back before the bridge comes looking for us, though. Soon, it was time for pictures. Marlene, what happened to your hair? Oh, I I was sweating because you were running around like I told you not to. Sorry. I forgot all about the pictures, and now my hair looks like it got caught in the rain or something. These pictures will be everywhere, online, in family albums. I will never, ever live it down. Say cheese. Marlene, money does not grow on trees. That salon trip was expensive, and now look at your hair. We'll have to go back before going to school. Once in a week is torture enough. The next time, listen to your mother. Come on, You already messed up your hair anyway. Might as well dance. The rest of the party was fun, but I couldn't stop thinking about how all the pictures of me would be like what would be like when but I couldn't stop thinking about how all the pictures of me would be like when everyone remembered about that night. I wish I would be the big joke of the family, and I wished I could go back to the closet and hide there forever. That's the end of the chapter.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, Mary or Vicky, which one of y'all going?
Well, I go ahead because I get picked on because I am historical and I do like the history. So now where I'm on is that my name is Vicky Jenkins and I am one of the community book club see, I can't even talk now, excuse me. Well, one of the
Learning Tree Book Club.
community book club. Yes, I'm sorry. And the story I'm starting with today is that this speech delivered by a white slave owner, William Lynch, on the banks of the James Rivers in 1712. Gentlemen, I greet you on the banks of the James River, the year of our Lord, 1712.
Vicky, can I ask you a question?
What now?
Can I ask you a question? Oh, this is 1712.
Yeah, 1712.
James River?
James River.
What state is that?
It has to be somewhere on, is it up in New York? Because that's where it was that's where it was discovered, where the colony was discovered in Jamestown, New York. This was talked about, this speech was given out on 1712 and it was still up in New York.
Oh,
And
oh.
and it continues on the year 1712. First, I should thank you, the gentleman of the colony of Virginia. That's what this happened on the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve some of your problems with slaves. Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control. Ancient Rome would envy us if my program implemented is if my program is implemented. As our boat sailed by south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem started is unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for hanging human bodies along the old highway in great numbers, you are using trees and the rope on the occasion. I got a whiff of the dead slaves hanging on the tree. I caught a whiff of it. And you are not only losing valuable stock by hanging, as you are uprising the slaves and running your crops and ruining your crops. Sometimes left in the fields too long for maximum profit. Not to brag, I have I have a proposal method for controlling your Black slaves. I guarantee that one of these shall be installed correctly. You will control the slaves at least 300 years. My method is simple, and any member of your family, your overseer, can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take them different and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, envy for control purposes. These are methods slaves work in any modest plantation of the West Indies and will work here throughout the South. Take this simple list for differences and you think about them. On the top of my list is age. It is there only because it is of an A. First letter is an A. Second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, size, plantation status, plantation attitude of owners, whether the slave lives in the valley, on the north, east, west, south of the hill. Whether the hair is soft, fine, coarse hair, tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, it can give you an outline action to benefit from your and I can't even say it, from your problems. Therefore, distrust is stronger than trust. Envy is stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. The Black slaves shall receive indoctrination and shall carry it on and becoming self-refueling for generations, for hundreds or thousands of years. Don't forget, you must get an old Black male versus a young Black male, and the young Black male against the old Black male. You must use the dark skinned of slaves versus the light skin of slaves. The female versus the dark skin and the light skin. You must also have your white servants and overseers distrust all Blacks. It is a necessity that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives, your children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensively for 1 year, your slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen. And this is the letter from Willie Lynch, The Making of the Slaves. And he says the message is still true today. It looks like some of it is.
Ricky, I I took notes. I haven't read that book in years, but it is really a powerful message. Was that the end of the letter?
No, it was just end of, yeah, it was the end of his letter, end of his first message. Yeah.
Oh, you still reading?
No, that was the end of the first letter of introduction and doctrination. And there is some more letters.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's make a slave. The Black Arcade Liberation letter. Literacy. It was the interest and business of the slaveholders to study human nature and the slave nature, particularly with the view of peaceful results, and many of the attitudes proficiently in this direction. They had to deal not with the earth, wood, or stones, but with men. But the men would regret them for using their safety propensity. They need to know how the material on which they are to be working. Conscious of this injustice, wrong, they were every hour perpetuating and knowing that they themselves would do wise, the victims of such a wrongful way. They were constantly looking for the first signal of the dread retribution. Watch therefore the skill and perpetuated the eye, and watch therefore and learn to learn to read with the great accuracy, with the statue of the mind, heart, and of the slave throughout this stable space. Unusual sobriety implementation, instruction of the size and the indifferences, indeed, of any mood out of the common way of affording grounds for suspicion and inquiry. Let's Make a Slave is a study of the scientific process of man breaking the slave, making it, describes the rationale and the results of the Anglo-Saxon ideas of the methods of ensuring the master-slave relationship. And it shows here traveling sailors. I look past that, and I don't know if you can see that on the boat. They said traveling dissemination. I leave that because it just shows how the slaves were.
Can you hold it up?
What, can you see it better on the back of the book?
Yeah, I see the whip. Hold it upside up.
Yeah. Huh? Because it just shows how the slaves were treated amongst the far-flung back traveling sailors, disseminated news, rumors, still in style among the flung back black people, contributing to the creation of shared African identity and the multiple Black identities. Above in this picture shows African consenting to a head rebutting contest as a dawn of Venezuela, sailors from the east in the sailboat of the North America frequently mingled with the local people and competed with the African-inspired nature of the African-inspired martial arts contests. And I think that's one of the letters here. And this Making a Slave by the Black Arcade was written by Frederick Douglass.
Oh, you reading the letter written by Frederick Douglass now?
Yeah, the one that said Making a Slave or by the Black Arcade was written by Frederick Douglass. And I think that was the beginning of the one by Lynch, because there are other that are writing the rest of some more of the stories. Yeah, but he was of the Making of the Slave. That's his letter and the introduction of the Making of the Slave. The origin of development of the social being called of the Negro. Let us make a slave. What do I need? First of all, we need a black nigger man, pregnant nigger woman, and her baby, nigger boy. Second, I will use the same basic principles that we use breaking a horse, combined with some of the more sustaining factors. When we do it with the horses, we break them, form them from the mother, and we seduced him from their nurturing state of nature. Whether nature provides them with a neutral capacity, take their needs and their needs from them, offspring. We break the nature string of the independence from them to create dependency, state of that we may be able to get the use of production for our businesses and pleasure.
Oh.
Cardinal principles for making a Negro. For fear of our future generation may not understand the principles of breaking both herself and man, we lay down the art, breaking ourselves from both horses, man, and we lay down the art for breaking we bring down the art for if we to sustain our basic economy, we must break and both of our businesses together, the nigger and the horse.
Get to a stopping point.
Yeah, I get to stopping point in short range and planning economics and periodic economic chaos and avoid turmoil in the economy and requires us to have breath. Okay, that's the stopping
What
point. What now?
you said? What was that last statement? The economy that forces you to have what?
From the economic chaos. For we understand a short range of planning and economic results, and the periodic of the economic chaos, so that to avoid turmoil in the economy, it requires us to have a breath.
That was what's that last word? A what? Requires us to have
It
a what?
requires it to avoid turmoil in the economy. It requires us to have breath. It requires us to have breath.
Okay. Victor,
Uh-huh.
I took some notes about what you was reading, and one of the notes that I took was the word division, and 3 words that he told them that they needed to use to control: fear, distrust, envy. And then he said they needed to use the old against the young, dark against light, age, color, intelligence to create status on the plantation, uh, and even look at soft hair, coarse hair. Of course, soft hair and coarse hair. Dark hair was the coarse hair, and then uh, he said that they must depend, that the enslaved must depend on us. So those are some of the notes that I took from what you read. Well, Miriam, did you or Solomon, did you take anything from there? Have you ever heard of the Willie Lynch ladder?
No, we
Do you
haven't heard of it.
understand any of this?
Huh?
I do understand, but we haven't learned about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Uh, okay. So
But basically, what it is that the making of it and all those things that I mentioned about the coarse hair and the fine hair, that's what it says, and the message is still true, because the differences in regarding coarse hair, fine hair is different. People with coarse hair is looking at different. People with fine hair is looking at different. Old versus young, men versus young men versus old men, old women versus young women. These are the differences, and to who to use and how to use. And there is a differences in fear, distrust, envy. This distrust is stronger than trust, and envy is stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration.
yeah, and also they changed the whole natural order of things because in Africa, the the elders were the center of life, who
Yes.
people respected and admired and adored, and that kind of division turned everything upside down. But anyway, we'll move on, Vicky, because we got 20 minutes left.
Okay. Next time I may have to get something lighter.
Well, no, it was okay. I hadn't read in a long time, but I took notes. It was actually it's interesting, the whole concept of uh, how they use certain things to control the enslaved, You know,
And that is why
so,
it is still
you know,
true today.
it's,
Because
it's
some of the stuff is still going on today. That's how come the message is still
right.
true today.
Thank you for that. Okay, so you know, I was reading the world don't owe me nothing. That's Honey Boy Edwards blues icon. Now, let me see where let me see where I was last. Hold on. Oh boy, I believe I took my bookmark out. Uh, on Friday and Saturday nights, they set aside a big tent like a revival tent. It had a wooden floor inside and a platform for the piano. They barbecue hogs and all that stuff. People came from all around to drink white whiskey and have a good time. It was beautiful. They make a whole barrel of lemonade and drop a big block of ice down in there. Get an ice stick and bust it all up. Have that hog all mopped with that good sauce. Cooking slow all day. Take a nice slice off and make sandwiches, barbecue sandwiches, eat, drink, and gamble all night. Oh, we had a good time. Sunnyland hustled all over the Delta, working and playing piano. He was a great piano player, and the women was crazy about him. He was big and tall, nice looking, had brown eyes, straight teeth. He could hustle and always knew where he could get some money. He used to come to Memphis a lot too. He worked for a sheriff and knew Medrick for a while as a cook. He had that man all buttered up, know everything that was going on in town. He cooked for the high sheriff and would drive his car and would nobody bother him then. He played all by himself all over them little towns. He played at them big country barrel houses and Haiti and Braggadocio and always drew a big crowd with that piano. Some of them barrel houses would have a little microphone sitting on top of the piano, and he could sing too. He didn't need no band out in the country. Sunnyland got his name for playing the Sunnyland Blues. That blues was about the Sunnyland train. That train didn't have its own track. It used to run all over the Frisco line, coming from some part of Tennessee into Memphis. But he was faster than Frisco. Hush, 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 children. I thought I heard Sunnyland whistle blow. Blowed early this morning, like it ain't going to blow no more. Sunnyland, Sunnyland, running over the Frisco line. Take that picture, hang it up in the frame. Every time I look at it, I think of that Sunnyland train. Hush, hush, children. I thought I heard the Sunnyland whistle blow. Excuse me. The Sunnyland train would come through those small towns picking up Coca-Cola bottles and paper. Sunday would sing that all the time. Later, Sunderland ran a little club on 61 Highway between Haiti and Porterville, Missouri. He was working for a man that had a ferry boat that would cross the cars and passengers from Tennessee. This man had the ferry and a big cotton farm, and Sunderland used to drive a truck for him out there. Sunderland opened a little piano joint in a shack and run the place for this white man. I'd go out there and play now and then. Sunderland would run some gambling games, and when the games got dead, he would start playing the piano and drive the crowd back. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Miriam, you got something else to read?
I'll go. Oh, okay. Going to continue Frizzy. This chapter is called Best Friends. The party was fun. I danced and stuff, but my cousin Angel started saying mean things. Angel is always mean. What's his problem? By the way, most ironic name of in the history of names. He's a jerk. Let's post his ugly baby pictures on Twitter. He looked like a gremlin. He deserved it. That bad? Well, I ended up in the closet crying with Yasha. Crying a lot and sweating and getting my hair super frizzy for the pictures. I even put a menu on my head for one of the pictures. A menu? Who does that? Can you maybe find the pictures and burn them? Nah, now let's have to show whatever the computer they're on. It never worked. Never say never. I don't know why everyone is so obsessed with their hair and looks. It's boring. Adults are such weirdos. They say stuff like, it's what on the inside that counts, blah blah blah. But the one thing they can't stop talking about is looks. Did you see what she's wearing? I would never let my daughter out like that. When I was young, we would never dare leave our houses looking like that. Wish there was some way to make them stop. I don't even want to see my family sometimes because I'm worried they're going to make fun of me. I don't I don't think that's how I'm supposed to feel. What if we show them that what if we can show them that you can be beautiful in your own way? What do you mean? I watched beauty blogger 224 the other day. They're this really famous beauty YouTuber, and they were doing a whole curly hair routine. Maybe we can find something like that for you. I've seen their videos, but they're really good. But Cam, their curls are way different than mine. They're wavy, like yours. Right. But if there's a tutorial for my hair, there will be one for yours. You're smarter than you. Hola, mami. Okay, let's find some videos. Her hair looks like mine. This one. Definitely this one. You sure? She's doing a lot. I won't do the makeup, just the hair. And maybe we can find some crystals in your art supply. I mean, crystals in your hair is a pretty dramatic, but I support you, friend. Let's watch. It's gonna look so cool on you. Yeah. I love your curls, but it doesn't make a difference what you look like to me. I just want you to be happy. I wish more people thought like that. A world full of Camilas would be pretty awesome. One thing, you just got your hair straightened again. It's cool. I have a plan. The plan.
What's the plan?
The plan is um Marlene is trying to get her hair the way she wants it to be because her mom doesn't approve of her hair to be curly because her mom thinks it's not presentable to have her hair in such curliness.
Okay.
It's not like I ever had gotten in trouble or broken a rule, but something about messing up my straight hair felt important. It felt scarier. Maybe because I hadn't always thought about it so much. When I was younger, there were no salons or comments about being a young lady. I was just allowed to play. I could get sweaty and dirty, and the only thing I got to worry about was the sun going down and having to go inside. One day, it all changed. Mommy said that I was becoming a young woman, and that's when the salon nightmare started. Suddenly, there are no more long days of playing outside. Not like before. I had to make sure not to sweat too much, or play too dirty, or play too rough. And sometimes I hated everything and everyone, but especially my stupid hair for not being what it's supposed to be. Maybe if it was, people would just let me be me. Just Marlene. Smart, good friend, funny, we're at video games and love music. But maybe I can make them see. Maybe Camila was right. There was more than one way to be beautiful. My house is like every house, except the furniture is really big and wooden, and we have lots of pictures of Jesus, like a lot. For the first time since those days outside, I was doing something I wanted to. For once, not too hot hair dryer, no rough hands, no hair pulling, and definitely no Jen. Marlene, yes, mommy? Are you taking a shower? Yes, I was thinking, ma. Okay, don't use up all the hot water. It's expensive. Phew. Marlene, it's almost time for school. Camila, emergency. Here's a disaster. Picture? Oh no. Can you fix it? Nah, not before I have to leave for school. I'm gonna have to wear a hat and pray. One heart, one heart emoji equals one prayer. Good luck. Good luck. See you soon. Marlene, you won't have enough time for breakfast if Marlene, what happened? I got my hair wet on accident and tried to fix it. I knew I should have lied, but it just slipped. Plus, if I told her about the plan, she'll only get angrier. All that time and money at the salon down the toilet. Now look at your hair. It's a mess. I'm going to have to put them in braids. No, mommy, not braids. They make my ears stick out like satellites. Maybe next time you'll be more careful then. Come on. The plan was a bad idea. Now my mom was mad and my hair was a mess, and I was in trouble. The only thing I wanted to do was to make people see me how I saw myself in the head. Why was that so hard? Is everything alright at school? Yeah, why would anything be wrong at school? You seem upset lately. I just wanted to make sure. How could I tell her the thing we did every Sunday that seemed so important to her make me sad? I didn't want to lie again, but making her even more so would be worse. Right? Everything is fine. Are you sure? Because I know what. Mommy, please. Okay, but I'm here if you need to talk about anything at all. You hear me? Nod. It wasn't even 8 in the morning and the day was already awful. And now it was about to get even worse. I had to go to school. The bus was even worse. On a scale from 1 to Godzilla coming out of the sea, how angry was your mom? Baby Godzilla. Oof. Scary but cute. You okay? Your ears are red. Ugh. At least you tried. Sigh. Marley, what you doing? Plan B. What's plan B? Not sure yet, but we're gonna figure it out. We? Don't worry, I won't tell my mom you helped. In that case. Okay, now flip your head over and scratch it like in the video. Is that better? Define better. What if we twirl the strands around our fingers to form the curls? Good call. It actually looks good. Oh my gosh, it does. We'll be at school in 5 minutes. Hurry. Open. Whoosh. Oh no. Sit still. What's up with your hair? The window on the bus was opened and yo, you look like you got it electrified or something. Don't talk to her like that. It's cool, Camila. I didn't hear anything. What's cool is how your hair matches your face now. Apologize. I'm so sorry my name looks like a Chewbacca. You just hurt because I didn't care about your weekends. Ooh, you're mad. Don't pay attention to them, Marley. They're just jerks with nothing better to do. I knew Camila was right, but I couldn't stop thinking about all the things that were probably wrong with me. Nobody else bothered me that morning, probably because they were too scared of Camila, and then it was time for my favorite class. art.
Can you get to a stopping point, Solomon? Is almost 11:30.
Okay,
So good.
I'm
Okay.
here. Yeah.
And you got one poem you want to read for we?
Let me see. I think so. Okay. I'm just gonna continue on from where I left off with my poems. The weight of gold. Metals gleam, but they are heavy, each one forged from a night of silence and morning of fear. Stacks of pages on inks on fingertips, dreams written within in graphite, smudged by the rush, to be perfect by tomorrow. They laugh in sunlight. I read under a lamp. Their voices drip through the window, reminding me what I missed. The teacher smiles. Excellent work again, she says with pride, but I see in the hint of pity the kind reserved for those who never rest. And I'm gonna stop there.
Okay. Well, thank y'all. I really enjoyed our meeting today, and I look forward to seeing you all at the festival, which is in uh 3 weeks for the poetry contest. Thank you, Vicky, for reading the Willie Lynch letter, and until next time, happy reading, and enjoy the rest of your day. See y'all later. Bye bye.